Hello, once again, AVID ninth graders, and welcome back to this week's overview of week number 4. Can you believe it? This is our 4th week already. We're going to go over the assignments that you need to do this week. On a quick note, I forgot to mention this to you last week. Hopefully you remember Mother's Day was this last Sunday, so you did something nice for Mom. If you didn't, wake up Monday morning. Hopefully you're watching this video and I remind you that maybe you should just say something nice to Mom today. Be a little nicer, do a little more chores, Mom's Day. Okay. This week we're going to continue with the same basic things we've been doing, but you should be getting better at them. That's the whole idea of AVID, right? You work at it and get better. You work at it and get better. You get better. You get better. And eventually you're just a genius at this stuff. And then that's when you don't need me anymore and you go to college and you're successful, make lots of money, come back, buy Mr. Charlton a car, and we call it a day. All right? Yeah. All right, let's roll into your agenda for the week. So let's go take a look at that. All right, week number 4, online with AVID. Office hours this week are going to be Wednesday, Thursday from 2 o'clock to 2:30. Why did I cut it off at 2:30? We did not see anybody last week, and that's okay. If you don't need the help, that's fine. I just can use that time to help people more with text and Jupyter messages than sitting on a video conference if nobody's coming. So if you want to come to office hours, make sure that you log in by 2 to 2:30 so I know you're there, and we can talk beyond 2:30. I just need to know that you're coming. So log in 2 to 2:30. There's the link. There's the information. All right, this week, same basic principles as last week. We're going to do a reflection. We're going to create a new schedule. Questions and summary, that's always the thing. And then habit number 4. Oh, not $sign number 4. Let's try habit number 4, which is think, win, win. And I'll talk a little bit about that when we get to that assignment. Okay. This video is listed right here on your online notebooks. Anytime you need to watch it, again, click right there. Again, what do you need to have this week? Reflection, schedule, questions and summary, and then notes from the 7 Habits book. Like I said, it's kind of the same flow as the last couple of weeks. I'm trying to keep AVID relatively basic for you. I want to keep pushing those skills, time management, questions and summary, which is reviewing information from classes, learning new habits from our 7 Habits book. But I really want you to focus on all your other classes and getting those grades up in core classes, math, English, biology, world geography, all those classes that really count towards college. This class obviously does as well, but our whole goal here is to support you in getting to college. And right now, grades are your #1 go. So let's get those grades done in those other classes. I keep it relatively easy for you here in AVID. All right, assignment number 1, just like last week, you're going to reflect on the schedule you made last week. So you made a schedule last week. Should have been the second version of your schedule. How did it go? What went well? What didn't go well? What do you still need to work on? So again, here's the reflection prompts. They should be the same as last week. Answer them on a sheet of paper. Take a picture, upload it into Jupyter. Assignment number 2, create a new schedule. Again, hopefully you're doing this at the beginning of the week before you start. Same basic outline of setting up events, classes, eating times. These are the things I see people missing points. You put in the classes, but you're not putting in when am I going to eat? When am I going to get some exercise in? When am I going to relax? When am I going to sleep? Okay, put all that stuff in there because it really does help make your day so much easier when you know what's coming and you can relax a little bit. You can actually relax when it's time to relax. Oh my gosh, what an amazing concept. So you're going to reflect, then you're going to make a new schedule, questions and summary. Should be rocking and rolling with that. I know those haven't been graded yet for weeks 1 and week 2. I've been working it out with our tutor, Saji, just to get all that stuff. He should have it done by the time you watch this video on Monday morning is my goal, but if not, it'll be done by the end of the day on Monday. So everything else is graded for your AVID in biology. The only thing is not the question summary, but that will be done relatively soon. So keep an eye out for that improvement in your grade because that's going to be a big one, questions and summary. That's the best way to get your grade up in this class. And then the last one, 7 Habits book. Last week we read about relationship bank account. This week we're doing something called Think Win-Win. So I told you last time that habit 4, habit 5, habit 6 are all about how you interact with other people. So the one thing Think Win-Win is about is to think, if you and I are working on something together, there's a way for us to work this out so you get a win and I get a win. It doesn't have to be one of us wins and one of us loses. We can both benefit from this. This works for working relationships. This works for romantic relationships, boyfriends and girlfriends. You'd be shocked, but there's this feeling like, well, if my boyfriend's happy, then I'm getting screwed. Or if I'm happy, then he must be getting screwed. That's not true. There is a way to work it out to where both of you are getting what you want out of the relationship. Same thing with your parents. Oh my God, parents. You guys are constantly worried about the parents. At this point in your life, a lot of people are arguing with their parents and just feel like the parents, instead of thinking about, well, they want their way, it's going to screw me over, or if I get my way, then they're going to be pissed off. Try to think of, okay, I'm hearing what they're saying. I'm hearing what I want. Is there a way to make this work so both of us get what we want out of this? If you start taking that approach to life, you're going to find that you're going to be able to get a lot more done. You're going to be a lot happier, and you're not going to have a headache. And as a teenager, I know I went through it. I know it seems like millions of years ago, but I went through it. The more that I was able to work out with my dad and get things like, okay, I know you want this, but this is what I want. Can I work out a deal with you? Can I work out a system with you? It seemed like he was able to treat me more like an adult, and I was able to get the things that I wanted. And so I can give you many examples like that. If you want, text message me, I'll give you all sorts of examples. But it's if you want them to treat you like an adult, then you have to start approaching the situation like an adult and look from their perspective too. And that's what this is about. Now, I know the last 2 weeks, the link did not work. Somebody like Genesis, thank you, Genesis. So awesome. You were telling me about it. I think Dylan told me 1 week too, that the link wasn't working. Please, if you ever find links not working or something's not happening right, reach out to me. I'll fix it for you. Hopefully I got it, the kinks worked out. And if you click on this link, it should take you to the reading. I do my best to scan the book parts in for you, because I figure most of you don't have access to this book otherwise. And so once it loads up, you got it right here, and you should be able to zoom in on that. Should be, it's loading still. Should be able to zoom in on that if you can't read it. Let's go, I don't know, 150. Ooh, that's big. All right, let's go a little bit down. Let's try it. There we go. Okay, and so you just go in, pages, read. And as you're reading, again, write down things that you find that are interesting. Okay, the win-lose concept, we don't like that. What else we got? The lose-win concept, this is the doormat. Doormat is a person who just gets walked all over. That's why they call you a doormat. Is you do everything your friends tell you. If you get put into a group project, you do everything everybody else in the group wants to do. You don't share any ideas. You just let everybody walk all over you. That's why we call them doormats. That's not a good one. Lose-lose. Oh, that's when it just gets out of control and both people are pissed off. You don't want that one either. And then the win-win and how it works out so well. Okay? So read that section. Take notes on things that you think are valuable, things you want to remember. I will tell you, you have done a fantastic job with the notes. People who have turned in the notes look great. I've given out extra credit points all over the place because it looks like you took your time and you really read this thing and you really absorbed its information. So I was like, oh man, I'm going to give you extra credit for that. And that's it. Those are the 4 assignments. Oh, not that. You don't want that. Let's go back here. All right, week 4. So you've got your 7 habits notes. You got your questions and summary. You got a new schedule. And you got your reflection on last week's schedule. And that's it. That's how it's going to roll this week. Hopefully things are going well and you're in a rhythm right now. You want to know something crazy? If you're watching this to the end of this video, this is week 4. Then you got week 5. Then you got week 6. And then it's finals. And that's the end of school altogether. Fast, huh? Yep. You're not going to have final exams. So this is a bonus in case you were worried about that. If you're watching the end of this video, you're not going to have final exams. They have ixnayed the final exam A's, and so you're not going to get them. So I think we're going to have one more set of work for that week, but I'm going to keep it relatively light. For biology, it's going to be an extra credit assignment on pedigrees. That's biology. For AVID, I don't know yet. I'll be honest, still kind of working my way through what that last extra credit assignment will be. But I will let you know. Keep an eye out for Jupyter messages and keep an eye out for stuff added to the online notebook. All right, with that, I will see all of you. Great job turning your work in. Keep it up. Reach out to me if you got questions, Jupyter message, text message, or anything like that. Stay safe. Work hard.